Hi, I'm Brian Trenchard-Smith, and this is Trailers from Hell. Went the day well? We died and never knew. But well or ill, freedom, we died for you. A World War I poem provided the title for this classic World War II propaganda piece made by Britain's Ealing Studios, who are best known for their comedies. But during the war years, studio chief Michael Balkan worked with the Ministry of Information to deliver to an anxious British public morale-building films in which wartime lessons were embedded, like how to spot suspicious activity, what to do in a military emergency. As director, Balkan hired Alberto Cavalcanti, a Brazilian documentary director given to occasional surrealist flourishes. The movie is surprisingly dark for a propaganda picture. It divided critics at the time, but has grown in stature since. Renowned cinema critic Penelope Houston penned this booklet on the film, full of interesting facts and analysis. If you're into World War II cinema and enjoy deconstructing propaganda, this is an interesting portrayal of the war on the home front. I grew up in Odiham in Hampshire, a sleepy English village, much like the one portrayed here, so I can vouch for the accuracy of its stereotypes. Cavalcanti's opening scenes lay out the social strata of the village, from the poacher, the vicar, the shopkeepers, up to the local squire who, unbeknownst to all, is a secret Nazi spy who has allowed English-speaking German commandos disguised as British soldiers to infiltrate the village on a pre-invasion mission. Some things about the new arrivals don't ring true, and eventually the villagers realize that there are enemies in their midst. With typical British pluck and determination, they rise up and defeat the Nazi invaders. You see, all levels of British society uniting for the common good. Cavalcanti blended his documentary style with the Ealing sense of humour, but was uncompromising in his depiction of violence. Not graphic by today's standards, but still unsettling. The postmistress throws pepper into the eyes of her German captor, then finishes him off with an axe. The vicar's daughter pumps bullets into the traitorous squire for whom she had had romantic feelings. These nice British ladies committing cold-blooded murder was shocking at the time. War can make monsters of us all, said Cavalcanti in an interview 40 years later. A message appreciated more in hindsight than at the time, when enemy casualties were low on the compassion scale. What the Ministry of Information was imparting to the audience. Britons are resourceful, sacrifices have been made, and more will come. However, the outcome is certain, so grit your teeth and soldier on. Which is what they wanted to hear when it was released in the winter of 1942, when the outcome of the war was by no means certain.